What's up, everybody? We're back with Ask Primal Canine, and today's questions are going to be, our first question is going to be, what is our thoughts on crate training? Crate training is a great tool. I believe all dogs should go through it, at least in the beginning for your dog management. The problem with crate training is that people kind of do it the wrong way. They put their dogs in the crate right when they're leaving, which can cause separation anxiety. The way we suggest doing it is that while you're at the house, especially if you have a puppy, put them in the crate, treat them, make sure that they know that you're around. You're not just going to abandon them and take off, because when you do leave, dogs don't really understand what's going on, especially at a very young age. And then take them out every once in a while so the crate becomes a good place. On the dog management side, what we do is when we have a puppy is that we put the dogs in the crate, treat them, feed them there, take them out on a leash. And that way they understand, wherever we go, they go, and they kind of understand the hierarchy of the household. But the crate training is great. It gives your dog a sense of itself, being able to have its own place. It's also a good time for you guys to, I guess it's also good for the owner to know and be assured that the dog is not going to destroy everything in their house, especially when they're learning everything and the household rules. But yeah, crate training, it's great, but if it needs to be done properly. So don't throw your dogs in the crate before you leave, and you'll be good. All right, second question is, what are our thoughts on e-collar training? So e-collar training is great. It's a great tool. It's not the end-all, be-all. It's not for every dog. Some dogs don't need to be on it. Some dogs, I do believe, do need to be on it, and especially when you go into the working levels, are dogs who need a higher form of stimulant. E-collar, everyone calls it a shock collar. I think that's completely blown out of proportion. I kind of refer to it as more of a muscle stimulator. If anyone's ever done stem work, that's pretty much the feeling. It's just in a more concentrated form. Some e-collars are bad. We use what's the mini educator, or the Einstein collars. It allows you to go from 1 to 100 on an individual level. It's good. That's what I use on my dogs. All my dogs are on very different levels, but I also train dogs that don't require that. And just like any other collar, even harnesses, it can be abused, it can be misused, it can cause damage. But that's just not on that. That's not just per the e-collar. So e-collar training is a good method, but I do highly suggest you consult a trainer, a good trainer. You take classes before you do it, utilize other tools before you get to it, and just go from there. But definitely, it's not for every dog, and it's also not for every person.